So hello guys, today is Wellness Wednesday and you are hanging out with your one and only Byron Adera of the BA Challenge, and we are gonna talk about just that, so wellness. And turns out, ladies and gentlemen, that there's a strong connection between our physical and mental well-being, and so these things are Siamese twins, they go together. And how about you take advantage of just that, because you want body and develop both. So benefits us that when we actually bulk up, when you go to the gym to bulk up, physically do all the trainings, then so is our mental wellness, that you can actually bulk your brains up when you actually weigh yourself to the best practices. And so here is to you the BA Chronicles, and that is the practices and habits that we have cooked in this hot house of super mental and physical well-being. To bring to you hot, thick, and fun. And so for the first one, be a challenge. You know it. Actions for change. And so the change in itself, the first part of it, that's the big letter C right there. So conceptualize, contextualize, and then of course concentrate. None other than Ralph Waldo Emerson did say that concentration is the secret strength in war, politics, business, and essentially in the management of the sum total of human affairs. And so when we contextualize and we concentrate on the things that we conceptualize, and of course we contextualize it in terms of just making them work for ourselves, we all have different objectives, we all have different goals, we all have different mental health destinations, so to speak. And so when we develop a plan, as they say, proper plans prevent poor pace performance, then definitely you will have the first ingredient of getting to your objectives and getting to your goals. The second part of it is harness the power of course, the lessons that you learned out of the first process. So once you harness, those tiny little bits of objectives and how you want to get there, and of course you have that roadmap, then turns out, as psychologists say, they all amount to what they call implementation intention. You've written them down, and so you're able to follow through. As James Clear says in his book, The Atomic Habits, there's those three phases of behavioral change, you know them. There's the identity right there, and then of course the processes right in the middle, and of course the outcomes at the end. And so when we are driven, identity-based approaches are far more productive than outcome-based approaches. And so takes us to the third point, which is adjust. So adjust your sails. As you see those magnificently looking yachts in the ocean, just sailing away almost effortlessly. Thing is, they have adjusted their sails, the dows that you did see, so you adjust your sails. And part of adjusting your sails is pretty much being aligned. So alignment is key, being stuck, the maintenance of aim, being stuck to those things that you're pursuing. And so that is adjusting. And so the navigational toolkit. How are you well prepared to get to the point B from point A? So which means you actually have the proper mapping systems, you actually having the map in the right direction, and the North Star. So that is the navigation. And part of it is wedding yourself, identifying with the people power. So it turns out that when we feel demotivated and way another, you can benefit from, checking yourself into a group, or, a wellness, a group of guys, what we call the safe spaces. So move through this life. And that's why we're social beings. Move through this life with people who are aligned and people who are able to take you from point A to point B together. They say you can run this race as fast as you can, but you go further when you're actually running as a team, and lots of examples are out there. And so that is the alignment part of it. And then the other bit is grit. The change process. You got to have the grit. So the grind, embrace the suck. Dig in and keep. Well, we all procrastinate every once in a while, but it doesn't hurt to get back to the line. So of course we all go through the hills and valleys. Everybody wakes up someday and you just have a bad day. But to maintain focus means that you actually got to dig in and be in the grind, be in the game, keep your mind in the game and just dig in and keep going. Because when you lose it, you lose it. Well, the last bit is enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. Thing is, psychological sleuths have it that when we make it's fun out of the things we do, even when they're absolutely difficult, we find it easy to actually achieve. Not entirely easy. I mean, the most admirable of achievements in life, like they say, the first-rate accomplishments do not spring from third-rate aspirations. And so you've got to actually be enthusiastic and now to start to enjoy the ground. When you do, Mount Everest could as well be that flat ground that we all have been interacting with. But ideally, the people who are highly performing are the people that are able to embrace the sack, enjoy the process. And at the end of the day, what's the result? Great mental and physical well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your one and only Byron Adera of the BA Challenge. On all our socials at Byron Adera. And your sneaky one right there, Adera B Panther, on my personal Facebook. And the conversation is still going in there, hot, pink, and Panther. See you next. Take advantage of this video that you're going to be watching here that has brought together all those tiny bits and pieces of what we do on the BA Challenge platform, and with our mental and physical clinics that are held in the open spaces. And actually, if you ask for it, we give it to you from the comfort of your own home, office, or company. See you next.